You can't make a bonfire without chopping down some goddamn trees, Ash.
What? You think we need more firewood, Ezra?
You're a leader. You'll understand. Being in charge is... I thought it'd be different. Change things. Like Jimena wanted. But after killing Jim... it started there. All to escape death. That void.
What does chopping down trees have to do with any of
My reforms, they didn't take. The crew was too used to torture, so I used them. Sometimes killed them. Testing extreme doses, experimenting. Eventually, I changed tactics. Found weaker subjects. Made it look like charity.
Subjects? Like who? The sick?
Kids, mostly. Abandoned kids. What was going to happen to them otherwise? Death by exposure? Starvation? Get picked up by some goddamn gang that beat them, rape them, then kill them? No. Their deaths weren't for nothing. Helped perfect cures. Saved others. But now what do I do now?
You have to get the consent of your test subjects. Try to find a way to pursue cures without...
But what if I don't want to keep testing? I'm going to die. There. I mean, the first step has to be admitting I was wrong, right?
I need to tell you something, Ash. About me. You should know.
Know what?
We, the cult, we sacrificed people to the trash moon. But we didn't kill them. I caught them.
But if you didn't kill them, how did you sacrifice them?
I chained them up. People who did something bad. We'd bring them near a nest. Some red rot. They would start changing. The sacrifices. They transformed. They were human, and then they were monsters.
Is that why you left?
The priestess. She blamed me, told lies. I tried to let one of the sacrifices go. The priestess caught me. She wouldn't stop lying, saying I betrayed the family. Everyone turned on me, attacked me. I didn't fight. I ran away. They were my family, but I abandoned them.
No, they abandoned you first, Tua. You need to take ownership of your own actions, but not theirs.
I still betrayed them. All those people we sacrificed. I should think harder about what I'm doing. Not just do what I'm told.
Ash, the ritual, the one we did together,
Did you gather more ingredients? Going to try it again?
No, but when we performed it, it was my second attempt. When we met, you caught me trying to practice it on the deer.
Why were you trying to resurrect the deer?
I had taken my husband's bones, burnt his body. He was free of this place, but I wanted him back. Isaac, his body was standing there.
But the ritual did work?
His body was there, but it wasn't him. Not really. His eyes... dead. He was dead. But now I don't want to keep trying. I was selfish.
You were alone, in pain. Who wouldn't be selfish?
Maybe. But it doesn't make it less wrong. Promise me, you'll never use the ritual. Never speak of it again to anyone.
I do not remember my actions while... However, what I did is... Ash, I must confess.
Confess? Go ahead, Reese.
We were the last research station remaining. The only one that hadn't descended into anarchy. We worked tirelessly, attempting to restore electricity, discover methods to incite spring, until...
Reese, what happened?
The conflagration. I can still see it. Everything burning. All of those books. My colleagues raced into the building, trying to save the papers, the logs, the books. I awakened to find myself standing over my colleague, Yi. The others...
But did anyone survive? Did Yi?
No. They perished in the blaze. Only Yi escaped, but her burns... impossible. Before she died, she made me swear to continue her research about planets, gravitational pull. I've destroyed the last center of knowledge, the last living scientists. All that remains is a madman.
Teach us what you know, Reese. Create a new generation of scientists.
A new generation of scientists. Indeed. We could set up courses, build our own library.
Ash, I must speak.
Okay, Jin. I'm listening.
My family, their deaths were not so simple. It was a failure of belief.
How did you fail them?
The wounded begged me to burn the dead, but I could not. I hoped to save them, find another way to send them across the divide. The bodies I did not burn became lost. And these lost
Why didn't you burn them right away? Were you trying to escape, or...?
my brothers, my sisters, how could they become evil? Lost. But because of my fear of burning, they did. And consumed the others. The lost ones, I slew and burned them with the dead. Still, like family.
Didn't you already do everything you could? Burning? Meditation? You have to move on.
Move on? From the greatest failure of my doubt? But they were meditating. Perhaps their souls could have reached across the divide as their bodies were killed.
Hey! Ash, I want you to know the truth about me.
I'm listening.
My son, after he was born, I fed him, and he slept, and we hid, and I fed him, and we slept, silent.
What changed?
He wouldn't stay asleep, because we were hungry. But how could I catch any game to feed myself with a baby? He started to cry. Just screamed. Creatures were closing in.
What then, Rhyme?
I remembered the sound of the wind screaming. Or maybe it was my voice. I made him go to sleep. But it wasn't me. The voices, they... Will you kill me, Ash? Please? Don't you think I deserve it?
Haven't you punished yourself enough, Rhyme?
For losing my mind, killing my own child, I could never punish myself enough. But maybe remembering him.
You know that I take what I want, leave the rest behind.
Issa, what are you saying? We need you. Please don't leave.
Ash, I found a tribe. One of the children there, Kara. She saw how I killed their leader, the bastard. Because I knew what was wrong. What was really going on there.
How did you know something was wrong?
The children, they were silent. Didn't say one word. Kara, though, she begged me to take her away from there. Told me she could be useful. A little silent servant, who could say no? We stayed together for a while, but then she... and I hit her.
But why would you hit her, Issa? Why would you...
Because she was right. Because I was just like the rest of them. That's what she screamed at me. That I was no different. Kara ran off, and I never found her. Never told her that she was right.
Maybe you'll meet her again someday.
Yeah, and she'll hate me just as much as I hate my own mother. I'm not a good person, Ash, but maybe I can try to get clean. If she's still alive, I can show her I really love her.